right, congratulations, Allie. You have won the Power of Veto.
I just won Power of Veto in a double veto HOH round. Guess who won HOH? My final two. Is this gonna put a target on me? Maybe. Or I can gain the trust of people as I already have, and it's not an issue. But Abrielle and I are doing pretty well for ourselves. So
I just wanted to talk, just to make sure that we were still on the same page. Because we had not talked in a little bit.
Yeah.
And everything kind of just, okay.
No, yeah, I'm still down.
Okay, cool.
Have you heard anything, like any potential nominations?
No, but I have a pretty good relationship with, because like the way that we did it was me, Allie, Abrielle, and Mackenzie.
Okay.
We all memorized a line, and then we kind of were like, they did rock, paper, scissors to figure out who was going to be.
That was smart.
So
I
think
okay.
I think we're good because we're all. I'm pretty close with them, and like
If
your name comes up, and like Allie feels good about you too. Like I feel like
Okay.
we got your back no matter what.
Okay. Yeah, I would love that. That would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Especially after being like very exposed in this last
Yes.
like, the HOH and then winning.
I honestly
veto.
don't think you have anything to worry about.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go talk to her just to see, but like I feel like so far everybody's been pretty much on the same page. So.
I mean, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone's just kind of like still in the same place of like what's gonna happen.
yeah.
I mean, I would disagree. I am not feeling good. After seeing a couple targeted and specifically split up, I mean, I'm just feeling like that is going to happen to us next, despite the fact that like we really haven't been working together very closely.
Be on the block again. I can't see the block at the time. I've been nothing but good. Please.
I've been, pretty straight up, very, very forward with how I feel about things and how things are going. But so I'll say like I've barely talked to you at all at this point. I know it's difficult to keep up with people because I have a handful of like I don't really talk to you that much. Haven't really talked to you that much. So I'm not gonna promise safety or say it's not a possibility, but it is more than just a couple standpoint.
For sure.
Like that's not my driving goal.
No, and I know, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like I'm feeling worried, and to say that like everyone's just chilling, it does not reflect my experience. And like for me, like no, I feel like we haven't talked as much. Like I haven't talked too much since the first round. And for me, I don't know how these things happen, that I feel like we're told we can talk, and I don't know where anyone has gone.
Right.
And everyone has disappeared, and I genuinely can't even find people to talk to.
Yeah, there was a round where I couldn't find anyone.
And I just like keep finding the same people over and over again, so like I just genuinely don't know like where y'all have been going, and I am never brought into those conversations when the split is made, and so I just don't know how to keep finding everyone, and then I just talk to whoever's around. So I'm feeling like I want to talk to more people and I want to keep trying, but I just don't know where y'all are going, and no one is bringing me along.
Yeah, it's very all over the place.
There's like a lot of rooms to check, and I know people move by the time I get there.
I think.
No, I talked to one person, and then like I turn around to go talk to somebody else, and like I literally am like, did somebody go up there? Did somebody go up there?
Yeah,
Like,
you walk up to the stairs and you're like,
People.
is that voices up there? Or someone using the restroom? I don't know.
Like, you just don't know how to keep track of everybody, and so it's hard. With only 2 rounds, like we've just only had so much time.
Right, and it's still like very early, so I'll continue to be honest, continue to be straightforward. There's a lot of things that will probably influence my decision.
You put me on that block or what?
Derek, I don't know right
Please
now.
don't.
I'm like just being honest because y'all are some of the people that I've talked the least to, not because
We're-
I don't like you or like
we're having a fun time last
we
night.
just
Yeah,
I can't find people. I'm
I'm one of
bouncing
the
around.
only Queen's Guard here, alright? I'm the only one actually. No one has sent liege.
He's made a night for himself.
Oh. But so like I'll be honest, I'll be straightforward. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't promise anything.
Yeah, I don't expect you to.
And other people's feelings and vibe will probably influence things because it would be a dumb idea for me to go against a big majority of the house this early in the game.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time last week talking to Mackenzie and Allie. I think that's where like, a lot of my conversation went, and like so we didn't get a lot of time to catch up. Like a lot of the people in this room, honestly, I feel like I wish I had more time to catch up with.
Yeah, I
There's
feel like
just
I've
only
been in
so
a
much
lot
time.
of big group conversations.
Yeah. But you know, I'm doing my best to be an active player. I'm doing my best to really be out there and try to make conversations happen and try not to just sit around and watch things happen. That being said, like I want to know where you're at. Who are your allegiances? Like who have you been coordinating with a lot? Who are you in conversations with most frequently?
I don't care what allegiances you got. What up? What you got?
He's like, can I slide in those DMs and be one?
I'm just trying to have a good time.
I love that energy, Jared.
What up?
We're making it a fun time.
Who have you been talking the most with?
Well, at this point, or this early in the game,
I'm gonna break the
as an HOH, I'm not going to display all of my people that I've been talking to because I've been just trying to talk to everyone I can as much as I can here and there. Like I tried to align with Rita early on as the early HOH. I tried to align with Oscar as the second
I tried to
HOH.
align with every girl.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
Seeing where people are falling.
I think a lot of people trust me here, but once like we get rid of the people that we don't trust so much, I just don't want to be a target.
Yeah, that's understandable. So I just want to say first off, like, thank you for giving me the dice.
Oh yeah.
Even though like we didn't really talk prior to then, like that action really spoke very loudly for who you are and for me. So I really appreciate that because you could have given your dice to anyone else and you chose me. So I even told Maddie the same thing. Like I really appreciate y'all two specifically for doing that because I felt as though I didn't have as close of a relationship with y'all. So obviously I want to keep building upon that.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely do want to form some type of alliance with you because you are a good player. A lot of people seem to like you. Your social game is really good. We just haven't gotten a chance to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I've like gotten a chance to talk to everyone pretty much, but you and Meredith and Derek aren't really people that I've talked to at all really.
Yeah.
And I definitely do want to work with you more.
Please. Yeah, I think we should. Just like keep an eye out thing. Definitely talk to Meredith, talk to Derek because they're powerhouses. As you've seen, like Derek, he has gotten out of 2 eliminations already.
Yeah.
And I feel as though a win, if he doesn't get eliminated this time, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but like a win for him could be coming. And same thing with Meredith, like she's a really good player too.
Yeah.
So I think it's in your best interest to definitely make sure that you're getting good with them.
At first I was excited and now I'm like,
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
And then by the end, you're gonna feel guilty.
I'm gonna
When
feel
I saw
guilty.
Derek and Liz in this chair, I was like, I feel so bad.
Yeah, and Derek just keeps looking at me like,
Oh.
please don't put me
Really?
on. And
So what?
Yeah, I
I-
agree.
it makes me sad. Yeah, I feel really bad about it, but I feel like that's an easy person to put up.
Yeah, because you know everyone's gonna vote for that person, the other person.
Yeah,
Because at this point, who else are you gonna pick?
yeah.
And
So
you're not gonna feel guilty about it.
I don't know.
The
I
whole
don't know who else to put up next to Derek. Because it seems like everybody's kind of mellow right now. And then I also don't want to ask someone to be a pawn in the 3rd round. Like I can't ask someone to do that.
How are y'all feeling?
Stressed.
Stressed? Why? What's on your mind?
Couples.
Couples? Okay.
Yeah. And like, it's funny because like Lucas and I have been trying to keep our distance and not actually work together.
I've noticed that.
Yes, I've noticed that.
But
I
like
think the
people are saying our
couples
names
thing-
anyway.
I think it's because y'all are a couple and y'all are tied into that, and I
Yeah.
understand like your stress over that. But also, I've had a couple of conversations with people, and you're not really someone that's like, oh, we need to get Meredith out. We need to get Meredith out right away.
Yeah.
Like you're not someone that is actively looked at being put at the on the block because of your status as a couple. It was more of
I had
a
heard that last week.
yeah.
So and there isn't really anyone that like I think people are like, oh, we got to get rid of them. Is there?
I don't think so. No, I'm over here. The wind was too bad.
I understand.
It was more of an issue with Liz and Derek because they were because of what happened in the first round.
Yeah, like they were gonna play together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, and so I think it made sense for them.
I don't think it makes sense for y'all.
Yeah.
I see that. I talked to Lucas.
Yeah.
But what do y'all think? What?
How do you feel about Meredith and Lucas?
I was just out there with Meredith, and then she was saying that her and Lucas have been trying to like keep a distance from each other
Yeah.
because they don't want to be associated with each other.
They don't like the couple thing, and at this point, I was very upfront, and I said that's not the only thing that would that would give me the option to put you on the block. Like it's also that neither of you have really talked to me that much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you because it's all over the place, but that's something I have to think about.
Yeah.
You know,
because you don't want to like. For me, if I didn't talk to someone, I would be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it put like that thought in my mind.
So I think my main options are Lucas, Meredith, Derek. That's hard.
Out of the two of them,
does it benefit
do
you to
y'all
break up
wanna-
the group or break up the two? Look people who've been on the block, so you like really get any extra blow. Yeah. So. And if I just feel bad. I understand. I don't think either is a bad choice, honestly, and that's just what it comes down to. Like, I don't think that either is a bad choice. Yeah. I don't know what connections you've made, but at least coming from my perspective, I see that both of those can work. And even if you have a target, maybe talk to the other person like, hey, like you've already been on the block, or you know, like it's a good mask as to why you're on the block. Yeah. You know? Well, and like whoever I put up is likely just gonna know before. Between those three, is there a person that like even between the three, is there a person that you're like, I'd like this person to get out? Not in particularly. Like, there's not a set one of them that I feel like very strongly about going home. Yeah. It's just that I haven't talked to Kane. I mean, like, Lucas seemed very willing and trying to find a way to like align ourselves, and he's like trying to figure out what I can do for you later on. He's really trying to avoid it. Like, they're very defensive of themselves, which makes it even harder.
Yeah. Also, let's remember what Lucas did with Liz. That was kind of scary.
Yeah. Also, how he approached me after I put him up. Sitting in here with a big group of people, he was like, "Who are you aligned with? Like, who are your major allegiances?" And I was like, "Why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I air my tea out to you?" That's why I looked at you. He's like, "Do you want me to stay?" I like leaning towards Derek and Lucas. I didn't feel like
I did it.
Lucas is just very bold, which isn't a bad thing, but it can be. I don't.
But you know
I don't
who's even
think
bolder?
it messes with me.
Bold.
They're both very bold players.
I think no matter what with both of them, they're both bold. But in the event that like that's coming to bite us back, like to bite us in the ass,
We'll see it coming.
we're gonna see it coming.
Yeah, that's true.
So then we can nip that in the butt.
Yeah. Lucas has been trying to actively work into creases, and when he doesn't get in, he is aggressive about it.
So
And
let's see
I
how
like
he acts if he gets nominated again.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he asked me about my allegiances and like who I'm aligned with, and Derek said something, so I talked to Derek, and then he said, "And you still didn't answer the question."
Honestly,
So
I
I'm like,
think
"Oh."
putting them up is a good way to see how they're going to react for it being the second time.
Meredith is thinking more strategically. I think Meredith is a strategic player, but I would like to talk to her. But she needs allies. It's not that I don't like Lucas. Yeah. I just think that his reaction, if he's very like,
He'll play for me.
yeah. Well, I get that, yeah.
And, you know, I think being open hasn't hurt us so far. And I'd like to continue that for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And I think we know who we're aligned with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very clear we just won 2 comps by the 4 of us working together. So.
Yeah.
And apparently nobody realized that the 4 of us worked together and won the comps.
Really? Well, I told Oscar that I trust Oscar.
Yeah.
I don't think Oscar's gonna.
Apparently nobody noticed that the 4 of us worked, because they were like, I don't know how you memorized that so fast, Abrielle. And it's like, it's because we each memorized 1 line.
Yeah.
I like the 4 of us a lot, and I think we're all trustworthy, and those are my people, as far as I'm concerned. I like Lucas. I think he is a good person and a good number.
Has anyone talked about me yet?
Not really.
Okay.
I think everyone's still focused on Derek and now Lucas in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want that to keep going forward.
Me too. To like get the pressure off of us. But I think we've kind of established an alliance, I feel, like a kind of group thing. But I'm now thinking like, what's gonna happen when it's just us, you know? So I'm starting to like get my wheels turned about the future because it's not for sure, you know?
I feel like after this next round and the second one, for example, if Derek goes right now and then Lucas goes the next one, the group that is all the girls and us, I think the girls might start to work together.
Yeah, you're right. So we might have to be strong. I mean, it would be me, you, and Desh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Who would align.
Like we should start like
Getting
establishing that.
Yeah, like a smaller group within the bigger group.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
also we wouldn't want to say that to the girls.
Oh no. Oh no. I know Josh would be good with us, with me and you. And if we include like another girl, Rita, I feel like Rita would.
I mean, at the beginning she was trying to just pick girls, but also she didn't have anything else to base on what to pick, so I understand that. I see Rita, I see, for example, Mackenzie, is that her name? I would see her.
I can see her.
Potential. I know Ali, I think she's looking strong.
She is strong. I told her that. I was like, you're a good competitor. Like, she's
yeah.
been working hard and like she deserved that win.
So she might be aligning herself with some other girls, maybe like.
I'm thinking like Tiffany and Mackenzie.
Ali, it was at the beginning, me, Ali, and Maddie, is Maddie her name? At the beginning, it was us three in the first round, and that went great. So I feel good about them, but I just haven't talked to Maddie recently, and now that she's making all these powerful moves and all that.
Yeah.
So it might be good to just like touch base with her and how she feeling. But yeah, I was also thinking is you, me, Dash, and if we're looking for a third, especially a girl, I was thinking Maddie, she will be down because I've been touching base with her and like we're kind of like together in a way.
And I think that's a good group. I'm a little scared when it gets to the point where it's just our group, then it's gonna be like, I don't know who's gonna have my back. I mean, I know you will. I know you, and I would have your back. But when it comes to the girls, that's what I'm concerned about.
I will pull all my bets on Maddie above all of them. I will say Meredith potentially, but also I know Meredith is very strategic. So who knows?
Yeah, I just wanted to say like kind of like where we are from like your perspective, because for me like I consider myself like a Ally Stan, like I do consider myself that. But like if like that's not I guess reciprocated, then I guess like what?
I just want to talk to you more.
Yeah.
I trust your opinion.
For sure.
You've pretty much, I think you voted the same way that I have this entire time. I think we're on the same page. I think we're with the majority of the group. I think it's in each other's best interest to continue working together. Like I said to Meredith, I would definitely like to work with you in future comps just to like see where loyalties are.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I don't want to play every side. I'm not interested in playing a ton of sides, but I do want. I'm not interested in playing a bunch of sides, but I do want to get to know everyone.
Yeah. From what I gather from like the group and like, you know, just like gather the feel of the house, like I'm feeling okay, and I think like there's kind of a group consensus, and so like I don't feel like anything's like too like off balance in certain situations, and so like it feels surprisingly a bit stable, and I think that's like really,
I think after that first round ended, that was crazy. And after this last round, where the main issue in the house was taken care of, I think that really fixed a lot of the vibe. And now I'm just interested. I'm not as anxious anymore. I'm just interested in getting to know people. But I do see you as someone that could potentially be an ally in the future. I do want to work with you more.
I haven't had an opportunity to chat with you alone.
I'm glad you said that.
No, really. And when you mentioned it, I was like, okay, like I'm glad we're on the same page. Like we haven't like had a second to chat. And I just like kind of want to see like where like I consider you someone who is on my side.
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
Right. And so like I wanted to like chat in like, you know, all those different things and make sure like, you know, A, we're good. B, you know, I realize like being in this position and like No, literally, and then having like pretty much like two hotheads like who are keen on making things chaotic.
I'm like a little scared of it, but if it's gonna get like blown back on me, I think that in the event that either one of them wins HOH and I get put up, like pretty much everyone knows that Abby has the rewind. Like, I think she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think of the two, I think like even though like they're both like wild cards, I think like Derek's like wild cardness, like I think is so like expected, whereas I think like Lucas's like his.
A little bit more hidden.
Yes, like it's a bit more strategic, and that's what makes me nervous. And I think if I were you in this situation, I think I would do the exact same situation, and then like advocate for like Lucas being like that one, just because like it's a little more hidden and it's a little more like
just very like low key boldness.
No, high key.
High key,
no,
low
high
key.
Right.
And I just
when he asked you about your life, I said, damn, like no, no. I hate that Meredith is in there because like I honestly like.
I can tell that she's really trying to like break out of it,
she
but
really
I
is.
feel like if Lucas goes home, that gives her the chance
No,
to
it
like
does.
bounce back
No,
because I don't know, I haven't really seen from her, I haven't really heard from her. Like I don't want to count her out just because we haven't matched up because we haven't run into each other.
No, literally. And I think of the two, like he seems like more outwardly like sneaky, bold, and all those different things like that we kind of chatted about. So I think, I think subconsciously the two
I can't see myself using veto this round, really, unless someone were to proposition some type of alliance if they were to be put up on the block. But that's really it. I don't want to use veto if I don't have to use veto. And I also don't want to make any enemies at the same time.
Just know if it comes to a proposition and someone's on the block, that is going to be the tide turning point. Like, because there will be open, like, hey, this is an allegiance, and then you're really going to start to see, like, the tide move that comes up. So just if you're ready for it, that's the play I see. Now, again, I'm feeling pretty confident I can go on the block and take anyone after the Liz thing. Feeling really good about that. If they put me on the block, someone else is going home.
You think?
Yeah, they're gonna target someone else.
3 times lucky?
3 times lucky, I'm feeling it. Got green eyes, St. Patrick's Day just came around, part of the 2%.
Oh, me too.
I was told, first by Rita, like, you were on the outside of things. And it was because I talked to Rita last. And then Oscar said the same thing. Based on the group and everyone, I talked to her last. And so I was out of the majority twice, so whenever those decisions were already made, I was on the outside. So I'll say that much, if you weren't in the meeting when it first happened, you're in a scary place.
I mean, I don't understand that as a mentality that like
Me either,
the group majority cannot sustain you as a strategy through the game, and like we're gonna keep pretending there's a group majority when people are forming groups, and we shouldn't pretend that's not happening.
No, that's 100% happening. I'm just saying, like, keep in mind who's going to those big groups, like when they happen, or like whenever you start moving, who gets out, who leaves, like,
And that's what I was saying in that room, that like we'll break to talk. And suddenly everyone's gone, and I don't know where anyone's gone. And I keep losing this group and not knowing where people have gone to talk, and I'm trying to find people, and I keep getting like left with the other stragglers and talking to the same people who are also on the outside and ending up in the smaller groups because I'm just not taken with the majority, and I don't know where they physically are. There's too many rooms to be in, and I can't find anybody to talk
if I
to.
see a bunch of people, I'm like, hi, people.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, the way this game is playing out is playing to certain people's strengths that, like, I'm not a big group person. I do better with, like, small group connections, and, like, one-on-one connections is probably my best way to make connections with people. And so for me, like, when we're only doing these big group conversations or a couple of larger groups, like, that is not a situation in which I am able to really connect with people and to thrive. Like, I just don't do well in those kinds of social situations, and, like, I'm just not that kind of person. And so for me, like, I don't know. It's hard to get that ball rolling early in the game when people are so afraid to break into small groups and they're like, oh, we're just going to hide in the majority.
Right. I also feel like people are less likely to be honest if you're with a bunch of people.
Exactly.
Because, like, when I was going to go in to talk to Abby, I was like, I want to know, like, her honest opinion. And then there were 10 other people in there.
That's why I left.
And so I was like, well,
and that's how you silence them, too.
Well, and I just...
So if there's a room and you think that, like, oh, you might be on the opposite side of that room, you hurry up and you walk in and you see how quiet it gets.
Yeah, and they
And
can't
if nothing's said, then you're on the opposite side of that group. Or if, like, small talk is done but not in the name of the competition, you're on the opposite side of that group.
And they're like, oh, I think I'm getting cold. I want to go
inside. And I'm
Yeah.
like, whenever I say that, like, I'm genuinely getting cold.
That's how I feel.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just
well, I
cry all
actually
the
have to go
time.
get water.
Yeah, like, I'm
But I am putting up.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
it's,
okay.
it's like
no, it's whatever.
it's with those shenanigans that you just pulled, like it's easy for me to use that
Yeah.
and put you up, but I'm
No, I'm
feeling
winning
like genuinely believe you're going home
Yeah, I don't think so either.
because that like scared down any target on you, especially now that Liz is gone. And you're like, I'm a fun guy.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you have the.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I can almost never guarantee that.
Okay, sick.
Because from
How
what I
long
can
can you
tell,
guarantee that for?
I don't know.
Damn
This just sort of fell on
Yeah.
my lap. They said, you know, you want to rock, paper, scissors for it. And I said, okay.
Here we go.
So people know that we've played together before,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think they would expect us to be like working together.
Yeah.
Um,
Is Josh and Dash on board? Because I'm trying to play as neutral as I can with those two. Are they in your boat? Whose boat are they in?
There's literally just like a majority vote. I'm like
Okay, because
that
that's-
1-9 vote.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tiffany just didn't vote for Liz because of friends.
Yeah, true.
But at this point, it's let's not rock the boat. We're all in one boat.
Yeah.
We're gonna vote how everybody wants to go. So if I say Derek and Lucas are going up, I want
They're
Lucas
gonna-
out because he's
Yeah.
very bold.
Oh yeah.
Then-
I'm going up there and I'm just gonna complain the whole time that he didn't hold my hand and as a sign
Yeah.
of mistrust. So that's the role I'm playing because he wouldn't hold my hand.
If you
Cameraman.
keep
Sorry.
up with
Yeah, but
the like fun guy air, lay a little bit lower,
Okay.
I think you can sweep under the radar.
Well, let's run it.
No, and then Liz also reminds me of a family member, a cousin, and I'm like, fuck, now I feel bad. And now they kept you, and I'm like, what?
Yep. And diplomatic immunity, I'll see.
Yeah. So what do you think is gonna happen? Like, do you think you're gonna be still?
I think I'm going back up, to tell you the truth. Because more than anything, like I said, I'm just an individual. Like I said, I'm gonna burn somebody, and I'm still waiting to do that. So
Who are you gonna burn?
I don't know. I really wanted to see the couple thing play out the first round because I thought that would be funny. So I guess once tensions start rising,
You know what would be fun? That you start saying like, oh, actually, me and the other couple were working together in the beginning, so watch out for Meredith and Lucas or something like that.
Ooh, that would be sick.
And like, now that Liz is gone, the numbers are going down. But
Well, I'll tell you this much. It was like a inner mind where it was like, we're a couple, they're a couple, we're gonna be the couple on top. Now I've lost to Liz, so I'm down one. So it's 1-0. If I can get one of them this round, that'll be-
because it will be fun that because before I picked you and Liz, it will be fun that now they pick Meredith and Lucas,
Yeah.
and you're still safe, like you're still in the game.
Yeah.
So just
I just like you anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I just think you have good vibes, and I'm happy to work with you regardless of if I'm put up or not. And I have been meaning to talk to you, but
No, me too. I'm one of those people that's bad at approaching people that I haven't already established some sort of like vibe with.
No, I'm really bad at this as well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I have trouble with like the larger groups. I like get nervous about approaching people, and I feel weird like pulling someone and being like, "Hey, do you want to talk?" I don't want to make people feel like they're in trouble,
Yeah.
or give anyone else the wrong idea when it's just like trying to get to know everyone. Like, the social aspect is hard for me. And Big Brother is my worst game because it's the most social.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. I am a very loyal, very honest person who like does pretty well at competition. So I'm honestly pretty good to work with. And I'm just bad at making these connections, especially early on. That like it just takes me some time. I don't know. It's just comes with the territory, I guess. I know sort of how I play the game, and this is like consistently my weakness in it.
Yeah. But I've done a little bit of talking with Abby. I don't think that this round you are her first target.
Okay.
I don't think that you're going up this round. I can't tell you for sure. I want to talk to her. I want to catch a vibe from her.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going up.
Okay.
Because I don't think that you are a main concern. With you and Lucas, the more concerning aspect of that is Lucas, and it's not because y'all are a couple, it's because of the way he reacted to being put up the first time.
Yeah.
And I haven't even heard of people saying like, oh, we're definitely putting up Lucas next time, or like he's an imminent threat.
Yeah, no, and I wouldn't blame you if you did. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't think I would go the Liz route and immediately try to save him, besides the fact that, like, I can't right now.
I don't think you would either, because I see that you are, like, you two, y'all's dynamic is different.
Yeah, like, we are, you know,
Y'all aren't as attached
being
to
comfortable near each other, and, like, we have happened to sit next to each other a lot, but half the time we go to sit somewhere, I'm like, I'm sitting here, go away. Because we don't want people to, like, make these associations, and we definitely agreed before coming here, like, we're gonna play our own games. And yeah, like, I probably talked the most to Josh, and,
Yeah.
like, talked a bit to Oscar and stuff, like, we've just been playing separate games. I'm like, getting myself worked up about being on the block, because it makes me nervous, and, like, I don't want it to be for the wrong reasons, you know? I want it to be because I'm a threat, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna take me down, do it for me, not for him, you know?
Well, and I definitely like to work with you in future comps and all that. So definitely, like, next round, I told Josh I was going to work with him more, and I want to work with you more.
And he and I are doing great together, so, like, that works for me.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm most worried about. Like, Derek is very much just like playing the fun game.
Yes.
And I'm not as threatened by Derek at this point as I am of Lucas.
Right.
Who seems like he's just trying to get in a lot of different places and getting frustrated because he's not making much traction. And that scares me.
Both feeling that way.
Well, and Meredith I feel really bad for, because I know she was trying to distance herself from him, and she just hasn't been able to make the social connections.
Right.
But I don't think Allie's going to use the veto. So.
Right. No, I don't think so either. Who are you trusting the most?
I mean, it's been kind of a weird situation because it seems like there's a clear majority.
Right.
And I'm worried. It's getting to the point where I'm worried that that's going to start splitting up.
Yes.
Like, what are we going to do when Lucas is gone, or you know, Derek is gone?
Lucas and Derek and whoever else.
Maybe Meredith. Like whoever's on the outskirts. What we're going to do when they're gone.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to start thinking long term, because it's getting to that point. Like, we
Who do you
still
feel
have
has
probably a
strong
round or
relationships?
two.
I think Allie and Mackenzie are like in cahoots.
Yeah, well, and I've talked to them like pretty much every round. But at a certain point, it's really just whoever I run into, talk to.
Yeah, right.
So I like them. Like, I think, especially Allie is good to keep, because everybody knows she has the rewind. And like, I definitely want to stay close with her, because if one of the boys, like whichever one stays, gets HOH, like I'll probably get put up. So I feel like she might be able to use that.
Hey girl.
Hi.
Come on in.
Speaking of you right now.
Oh?
Yeah.
Bad way? Good
No,
way?
good way, good way.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, you and Mackenzie, I've talked to a good bit.
I think that I built up trust with quite a few people in this house, and that's really what I wanted to do. That's why I wanted to win this veto.
Right.
So I could, like, really get a chance to talk to the people I haven't talked to. I got to talk to Meredith. I got to talk to Desh. I got to talk to Josh. And that was really nice for me to do, not only for my game, but just to get to know everyone better.
Right. I feel like there's, like, Lucas and Meredith are definitely some of the people that I haven't been able to talk to as much. But I'll fill you in. Like, what I'm thinking right now is Derek and Lucas on the block. No veto. Lucas goes home.
I wasn't going to use veto regardless.
That's what I figured.
Because I know that we're mostly on the same page, and it's in my best interest to not use it, so I don't make any riffs.
Yeah.
I told Meredith.
Same for me. I can't put. I don't know who I'm probably going to put on Meredith. I don't know. It's
Well,
a
Meredith.
whole mad at me, and I don't really want to put up Meredith.
Meredith wanted to let me know specifically that her and Lucas are not.
Yeah, I don't think they're like.
I think
tied
Meredith's trying to get away from Lucas.
I think
And
so,
Lucas
too.
is like, but wait, you know, I think it's more so like that.
And Meredith also said, I also reassured Meredith, like, hey, if you and Lucas go up, you're not going home. Like,
No.
if you and Lucas go up. So I think we should get Derek out, because that's a guaranteed out. And then next, see if we can get whoever wins HOH to put Lucas and Meredith up. So
I almost
Lucas
think
can go
Lucas
next.
before Derek.
I'm thinking Lucas before Derek. Is that okay?
That's cool with me. I just think it'd be easier to get Derek out this round, and then Lucas versus Meredith.
Well, what are people feeling?
I I know
I
a
feel
lot,
like it seems like it's more Lucas than Derek.
a lot of people don't like Lucas.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that's-
Or not don't like, but it's like have
They don't
an
like how
issue.
he's responded to some things.
He's very bold. There was a big group in here, and he just straight up asked me, like, who are your big alliances? Like, who are you mainly aligned with?
What did
and,
you
like,
say?
was very bold, and I was like, why would I air out my dirty laundry to HOH? I'm not gonna put myself on blast when I'm at HOH. Like, you're not in a spot to demand information from me.
He trusts me and Mackenzie a lot. And me and Mackenzie are aligned with you, but also a lot of people don't like Lucas. I don't
that would
think
save him.
Yeah,
save me from being put up if he gets HOH.
Yeah.
Because I think on like a game level, I don't know. Like, there's not much of a vibe between me and Lucas. Like, Derek's definitely.
I'll give you guys some time.
No, you can stay.
I don't want to be.
The more input, the better. Like,
Yeah, you're like
Lucas.
I trust you too. I know we haven't talked a
I
ton.
know. I've been like wanting to chat with you.
I know. Well, that's what I wanted to win veto for. Like I
Yeah.
talked to everyone I hadn't talked to, and that was really nice because I got to get insight from everyone.
yeah.
So like, if Meredith goes up, she's not scared about going right now. But
Well,
she
and I
is
was very
nervous.
honest with them. Like, I'm not gonna guarantee safety because you are one of the people that I've talked the absolute least to. But I don't want to put Derek. Derek definitely has this like helpless air about him now.
Who?
Like, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a little puppy.
No, he seems like he wants to like.
He wants to
invest
bounce
in it
back,
now, though.
and now that
Yeah.
Liz is gone, like he's not as big of a threat as he was.
I'm
Good
hearing
vibes.
your name and I'm hearing Derek's name and I'm not liking it. Because
Yeah.
personally for my game, you guys are not threats.
Yeah.
And I am going to do everything I can for that not to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's not in my best interest.
Yeah.
I like you. I told you last game round I wanted to work with you.
Yeah. And I'm feeling that, especially now, like when things are getting like crunch. Like, I'm aware that like I need to have some loyalties, and y'all are like the best loyalties I have so far.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to stick with those. I'm like getting good vibes off of that, and I like the way that you play the game too.
And everybody says they haven't talked to Meredith. Like,
Yeah.
So I need to talk to her, see what's up, because she might go up in that
Yeah.
case. But I just like your gameplay a little bit better, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm a little more analytic. She's a little more social.
But she's not socializing enough.
Yeah, and I don't know how that's playing
And the
out.
whole like, oh, I can't find the groups. It's like, I'm shy and I don't want to talk either, but I like
Yeah.
peel people off and I talk one-on-one to every single person, like
Yeah.
how I just did. Like, I want to see how everybody's doing.
Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Well, I feel like I have pretty good connections with Allie and Abrielle. I want to get somebody out who's a little bit better at the game.
Yeah.
Because they have no way to get out unless they use rewind. So,
Yeah.
and we don't know who has rewind.
We know that
Allie
Allie
does.
has, yeah, one of them. There should be another one. I don't know if it's been found.
Okay. I want us to go talk to Abrielle. They
Good to
have
know.
both of them.
Okay. Okay.
And only 2 or 3 people know that.
Yeah.
And Oscar's one of them, and Maddie's one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect her to put it up for me.
And they're only going to do it if somebody that they really trust, that is very loyal, is going. So I think I should go. I wanted to go in there and talk to her myself because I really believe that you're a good player and I want you around. We can go talk to her together, or I can go talk to her by myself. But I want you safe,
Yeah. I would like to be safe.
and I would like Derek safe too.
Yeah.
I think for the sake of transparency between like us, like we haven't had many conversations or had any opportunities, but that's not to say like that there are situations where that can't happen. But I think like in terms of who I've been chatting with, I think just a little bit of everyone still trying to get to know people, still trying to like put pieces together and all those different things. And,
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know about you. I'm starting to feel the pressure on. Like, it's funny because like round 1, I had a lot of eyes on me, but I managed to sneak out past that. And I don't think it really put a target on my back very much. But I am starting to feel that, like, you know, as our numbers get smaller and smaller, people are going to be looking at me. And so I'm trying to like make a little bit of allegiances. I'm trying to, you know, I don't want to go out with like never having to try to really form down bonds or get people who want to be loyal to each other and like want to be on each other's side. And so right now I think I have Mackenzie, and I think I have Allie have my back, and I want to have theirs.
Whoa, those are strong names.
Yeah, and I wanted to know if you could see yourself aligning with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, because I think we view you as somebody who could be a really strong player, put in the right position, and even if we hadn't chatted much, I feel like we should.
Right, no,
you know?
really. And I think like you mentioned having strong folks like Mackenzie, Allie, be your advocate, it changes a lot. Because I've had opportunity to chat with them every now and then and stuff like that, and so I think the fact that they are someone who is supporting you, I think that really puts things into perspective for me.
Yeah, and if you go up there, we want to have your back too.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
The only person that just from what Derek said last elimination, and then he retracted it, you know?
Since talking to Derek this round, it seems very he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he's giving me mixed vibes, and that's what's scary.
That's why I don't want Lucas to go.
I'm just scared because he's giving me mixed vibes because I don't know what to expect from him.
But him and Lucas, they're just low-hanging fruit.
They are low-hanging fruit. I agree with you.
I wish I had somebody that was if somebody said my name, I would walk into Abrielle and be like, this person said my name. I want this person gone. But I don't feel like anybody's really playing shady.
And no one has said your name, like I said. My thing is though, if let's say Derek stays, he wins the next elimination. I mean, he wins the next HOH. Who is he gonna put up? That's a big concern.
That's a scary situation.
That's what I'm saying. He's such a wild card that I'm afraid.
I could be on board with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know who he would put up at all.
I just don't think he's gonna win HOH. That's where I'm at. He's not great at comps.
I'm starting to make a name for myself, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I think people might start looking at me as a threat. But I've been trying to have good conversations with people. Specifically, I'm ready to start racking in some allegiances. I'm ready to start playing this game more and more aggressively to try to get people on my side and to be on people's side so I can represent them. Because I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but I'm getting the vibe that there are starting to be these larger groups that are forming. And I don't think I'm in the one with that the HOH is in right now, which kind of sucks.
Just from the first round, whenever you picked me for the veto challenge, I tried to get you out.
You did, yeah. And I've had such good vibes off you, the whole time. I feel like we'd be good friends, honestly.
Yeah, I know for sure. And I think going forward for you, because I want you to stay, obviously, and I would say stay away from Meredith as much as possible. Because, the whole couples thing is concerning for a lot of people.
Right.
I would say that for you, but then also try to just be low key, but then get those good conversations and as you've been doing.
Yeah.
Because I think as of right now, if you're being too aggressive, then they're gonna be whoa, and then it's gonna put a target on your back.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, you're good in my books.
Cool.
Even though we haven't had too many conversations, in my head I'm Lucas is cool.
Yeah.
I don't get any bad vibes. I don't get bad vibes. So
yeah.
So
I feel like Lucas is
I'm gonna tell you where my head's at after talking to everyone but Dash. And I have nothing against Dash. I just haven't found him. I will get in frame.
I will get in frame. What's the tease?
I would rather have Lucas stay.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
But also I am worried about Abrielle with Lucas staying.
I don't think it would end well for me. Why?
But I think you have a good enough relationship with everyone else in the house that they.
I think we're gonna back you.
I can go get him, and you have a heart to heart, and you just pour your heart and be I don't think I'm gonna put you. You repair that relationship, honey.
And then we can get him out next round.
He's better at comps.
Lucas is better at competitions, which means it's harder to get him out.
And I just talked to Josh. He would rather Derek go because there is no telling who Derek will put up.
I don't think Derek's gonna win anything.
That's what I said, but if Derek does win something, there is no telling what he's gonna do.
Yeah, but listen, he can put up anybody, but it doesn't matter. He hasn't made alliances with a lot of people.
Derek is on a lone island right now, and I talked to Derek one-on-one earlier. It would be extremely easy to loop in Derek as a vote if we need it.
Yeah.
So if Derek does win HOH, it's not gonna be us.
Do you know that?
I mean, think about it.
I told
people
Derek,
are coming to ask us things.
I said Derek, I'm probably putting you up because
The,
You're a plug.
the
Yeah.
situation
Look,
is
want to know
here.
why?
And
Because
he said,
you
"Yeah,
two,
I probably
you
figured."
two are a powerhouse.
Why?
Because you are. It's just how it's
Yes,
set
okay,
out.
people are
And
pairing you
she
guys together.
and
Why?
she because it just is happening. So you guys and she has a good relationship with her, and I have a good relationship with her. So because of that, this is good. If somebody on like, the chopping block here goes somewhere, oh yeah, there's. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other people on that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
just saying. I just think I have a good enough relationship with everyone else in the house to where if I did go on the chopping block, I would not go home.
yeah.
At the moment.
I'm just saying, like, if we need a number, Lucas trusts me.
I think
Lucas
Derek is
also
easy to
trusts
play.
me.
I think he is too.
Personally, my game, I know that
I don't want to
can
be in here for
probably-
too long for
I
us.
know that I can
I'm
probably
gonna
beat
skirt.
Derek because I've done it before. Derek is gonna be probably easier to beat later on. Lucas, I don't really have a read on competition-wise. Like I think he's done fairly
I'm just
well.
saying, personally, I want him to stay.
I have almost no connection to him. And he was very, very bold with me. He asked me straight up, like, who are your major alliances? Who do you feel good about? Like,
Yeah.
asking me to give up all my information.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I
it
get
was,
that.
and he was like, it was weird. Like,
Yeah.
it was a weird vibe, and it didn't sit
Have you
back
talked to
with me.
Meredith? Like at all?
Just
I just
a
talked
little
to her.
bit, a little bit early on. I don't want to put Meredith.
I think she's better at comms. And
But
I
I
know
think
my
that
strategy is get the good people out.
I think that she should stay for a couple of other rounds because I just
to
talked
feel
to
her
her.
out.
Okay.
Because I just talked to her. I think she should stay. My thing is
I think
if we
she could
get.
very easily flip on us though.
I
And I
think-
feel worse.
I don't
I
because
know
I don't.
you're
She doesn't feel very
worried about
confident about her
Lucas.
social game.
Lucas will stay loyal to me. I promise.
Because he's got that, like,
I promise
Lucas-
he will stay loyal to me.
Lucas straight up told me, like without Mackenzie there, straight up told me, he's like, you and Mackenzie, like I have you and Mackenzie's backs. I don't know why he
But
trusts
not-
me so
but
much.
not me.
I know.
And that's
Abigail,
what I'm worried
if we
about.
tell him to keep you safe, he will keep you safe. If you don't put him on the block, he is going to trust you.
I think that he should still go on the block
Well,
as a pawn.
I'm putting him on the block. Like Derek and Lucas are going up either way. I've pretty much
I just don't
already
know that we
decided
have the vote if we put them
Derek-
both up.
Derek is easier to bounce back from because I've already talked to him about it, and Derek's like, and this is my third time. I'm not worried about it. Like, Derek will keep me safe. If I put Lucas up, even if you two tell him to keep me safe, no guarantee he'll do that.
I'm telling you, he'll listen to us.
I mean,
Derek will
at
listen.
this
Lucas will
point,
listen to me because I'm basically his only ally.
So we have like similar pros and cons for both of them.
yeah, at this point, let's let the vote
Do we
decide.
have
Lucas
a
still
relationship
has
with
the-
Derek already?
Lucas still has the narrative tie also.
But the thing is we don't have a relationship with Derek, but Derek doesn't have a relationship with really anyone.
I mean, I've kind of
So-
just like just now built a relationship with Derek, and I've worked with Derek before.
I mean, it's just one of those
Okay.
things where at this point, like, I don't necessarily know if we're ever going to agree. I don't know if.
I
don't
think
know
they're giving
who-
similar arguments, and we have
Yeah.
like similar things for both of them.
And I told Lucas that you guys had the rewind power
Oh.
because I wanted him to work with us. Because I trust him more than Derek.
Okay, well now I definitely want him to go home because the more people that know about mine, I was trying to keep that locked.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, you're the third person to know.
Are we about ready?
Yes.
Okay. Head to the living room after this.
Let's just let the vote decide.
Yeah.
Let's let the vote decide and
That's-
reconvene.
Oh girl, why'd you tell him?
Because he trusts me, and I was like, that's another number to put in that's easy. Whereas Derek's a loose cannon that I can't trust.
But a loose cannon that doesn't know anything. And now Lucas knows that. And still has a Meredith tie.
I don't think Meredith's tie is strong. He's barely
They're
talking
they're
to her.
trying to space each other, like
I
space
told him
apart,
second
but-
round, like, stop talking to her, basically.
I mean, if numbers dwindle, like,
He's
it's an
gonna-
easy
he's gonna
person
drop
to
her
avoid.
somehow.
Well, I'm kind of pissed off because I have a rewind that nobody knows about except for Mackenzie, Allie because she has the other one, and Josh because I'm pretty sure he saw me find it and I want to work with Josh. And Mackenzie told Lucas about it, and I want Lucas to go home. And Allie and Mackenzie, who I'm very closely aligned with, want Lucas to stay, and I want him gone. So anyway, I'm a little bit annoyed, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Smooth sailing.
So you just made your nom, so what's your next step?
I'm just gonna, try to get the vote to go the way I want it.
Which is?
I would prefer Lucas, but between, like, if it doesn't go Lucas, I guess that's fine. I feel like it might come back to bite me because I just get a weird vibe from Lucas. Like, I don't know if we just mesh well as players. So that worries me a lot. But maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine because 2 of my close allies are very closely aligned with him. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I just need to chill. But I don't want to.
I want to make you one of my alliances. Like, I want to say it to you because I want to back you in situations, and I also want to be backed in situations, obviously.
Of course.
But I just get that with you. Like, I have that vibe with you, so I just wanted to make that known to you right now instead of just pitter-patting around it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. We've had a lot of conversations. We've had a lot of banter back and forth, so that's been awesome. I haven't heard your name at all.
I haven't heard your name either.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I've been very concerned about that, honestly.
Yeah,
but
But that's why too, because I think that you are an asset to this game, that I want to keep you in, and if somebody were to say, I want to back you. And so I'm just letting you know that if
Appreciate
your name
it.
is said, I want to back you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise. Because I want to see you stay. I've really been enjoying your company.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody else who you're feeling good about?
I feel good about Abrielle. I like her a lot.
Same.
I don't know why am I blanking on everybody's name right now. I love Desh, obviously. There's lots of women that are really great here too. There's a majority of women, so I don't know why I just said that. But there's some other women who are I like a lot, and I would back them as well.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets down to the nitty gritty of just a couple.
And that's the thing. That's what's scary about it. Honestly, with the whole couple situation.
I am mostly loyal to, I would say, Dash, the gays, Dash, Oscar, Rita, Tiffany. I would say those 4 are who I'm really loyal to right now. I don't know. I feel like I've been hearing a lot of people say oh, you're good, you're fine, you have a really good social game, which is worrying for me because I don't want to be a threat. I don't want to be a threat at all, so I'm kind of concerned about that. And I think going forward, my strategy is to kind of just be more low key because I think I've kind of just been out there, just been myself almost too much, and I'm afraid that that's gonna bite me in the butt because I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anyone fully. I can trust people, but I don't fully trust them because I know things get said behind my back whenever I'm not in the room. I'm just hoping that I'll make it as far as possible. I don't mind putting strong people up for elimination, so if I am HOH, I'm sorry, but I really don't care. If they're not in my alliance, they're going to be up for elimination.
Hello everyone! It is time for week 3's nomination ceremony. Abby, you won this week's HOH, and you must nominate 2 players for eviction. Please stand and announce your decision.
I think everybody has a decent idea of what's going on here. Mainly just because it's still a very early game, don't want to rock the boat, haven't really talked to a handful of people, so Derek, Lucas, I'm so sorry.
Derek and Lucas, come have a seat. You're off in the spot.
I'm so sorry.
Allie, here again! And now for the Power of Veto ceremony. Allie, you won Power of Veto this week. Please stand and make your decision. With Power of Veto.
I'm choosing not to use my power of veto this week.
Alright. So that means
said that
Lucas
so well.
and Derek, you are this week's final nominees. Damn. First, let's check the box.
The box!
It's chocolate.
What's in the box? I know the box.
And it's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
It's empty. Alright, so that means Derek and Lucas, you are this week's final nominees. I will give y'all 7-10-ish minutes. I'll just kind of read the room. It seems like there's a divide in the majority alliance. Half the group wants Derek to go and half the group wants Lucas to go. Who will win out? Find out next time on Luke's Big Brother 19.